I forget how to do it. If you are joining me on the replay, thank you so much for coming along and watching. If you are here with me live, please do say hello and let me know. I'd like to know that you have joined me. So just I'd really like to share this over in a couple of groups. Let me copy this. Let me go over here. I'm in a group, World Card Making group, and we started the group for World Card Making Day a couple of years ago. And after it was all done and dusted, we decided to keep the group going. And so this card is part of our, what are we, May, goodness me, May challenge. For May, we were tasked to make a fun fold. So this is my fun fold for the World Card Making group. It is a corner pop-up fold, fun fold, and I think Rachel Tessman may have been the original designer for this, but there was one on YouTube just recently. Let me see. Let me share this over onto my Facebook page while everyone comes in and takes a seat and gets settled. I hope you've all had a great week. I haven't been on for ages and I kind of miss everyone, and thought now that I'm feeling a bit better, because I hadn't been too well. So this is our corner pop-up fold card, and there's a little bit of folding and it looks a little bit complicated, and it can be complicated, and with this one I did stuff it up. I did make a mistake. I wasn't supposed to put this DSP here, but it's there and it doesn't look too bad, so I'm quite happy with that. Okay, let me find my YouTube channel. Samantha, hello, and Bev, having lunch while you're watching. Awesome, that's good. Multitasking, I like that idea. Okay, so this is the fun fold. For this card, I am featuring, can we see properly? I kind of think you're a bit low. Let me pull you out a bit. Are you right there? Like, I didn't even check. That's how good I am. Let me see if I can get my whole desk in there. Oh, that might be a bit better. All right, you're straight. Can everyone see? Maybe not. Oh, close your eyes if you suffer a little bit from vertigo. That looks a bit better. Okay, all right, we're done. So this beautiful countryside in DSP in tones of all the blues that we have in the color group in Stampin' Up. Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Misty Moonlight, which is a returning favorite, and of course our Magnificent Night of Navy. And they have these gorgeous florally designs, quite detailed on one side, and then you have these geometric patterns on the B sides. And it is really tricky because I'm actually enjoying both sides of these papers. So eventually I could see a second pack coming into my craft room. So combining that with the Love For You stamp set and the coordinating dies. And I've also used the Stylish Shape dies, the second to largest square here for this little stitched square on the front. So here I've used the dies for this little bit here and the stamps down in this section here that's on the inside. Okay, so that's what's happened there. Ellen's here too. Hi Ellen, thank you so much for being here. Okay, what else do we need? A few bits and pieces. I have 2 ink pads, Boho Blue and Misty Moonlight. I'll be using the adhesive sheets for our little die cut words here, which will make it so easy. I've got my, because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I've got my pierce mat, stamp and pierce mat that I've covered in a piece of grid paper just to try and keep it a little bit cleaner. Okay, I've set all them up. There's my card. Okay, and we'll go through whatever I need. Oh, it's all fallen out. Okay, now this card actually does fold up and fits into a regular envelope, which is great. Like that idea. So we have an envelope. We have a card base that I've cut. Now, sorry guys, this is in inches because that is my preferred way of measuring in my card making. So I have a card base that measures 6.5 inches by 8 1/4. And I've gone down and I've scored 2.5 on the top edge. So that's the top here. So I've gone in and I've scored 2.5 here, and then I've turned it and I've scored 2.5 from the left hand edge. And then I've gone with a pencil and a ruler, and from this score line I have measured 2.5 and I've marked it, and I've gone down and done the same here, 2.5, and I've marked it. Now you can either use your paper trimmer or you can get a ruler and then score that line, that diagonal line, so that it intersects that cross there. Now when you use your paper trimmer, what you need to do is put this mark in this groove and the mark that you've put up here in that groove, and just score that. Okay. All right, so that's your card base. To fold that, we fold, oh, there's a mark on that, but that's okay. We fold that over this way, and then we burnish it with our bone folder. Okay, this comes, then we flip it over, open it up, and we turn it, fold that top section down and score that one. Burnish that one. And then we do the same on this side and burnish that really well. So then what happens is that you fold it, really simply fold it to create that pop-up corner, like so. Okay, so that's your card base. I've got a piece of white cardstock, basic white cardstock, that measures 3 7/8 across by 5 5/8, and that just gives me a teeny tiny border, which is my preference. If you want a wider border, you can trim that down a little bit more. Okay, so that's for the inside. Now this is where it gets a little bit complicated. You've got to try and do this, Sam. Let me know and I'll write up a list of measurements. All right, I'll leave this here in case you want to do a screenshot. All right, DSP, you need 2 pieces. Now be mindful, in this one I had a piece that had direction. So therefore you do need to be aware if that's the paper that you decide on, just so that it goes all the one way. If you're not fussy, it doesn't really matter. You can have the stripes going across as well. You do save a little bit of DSP. But for this one, I decided to use this pattern because the cardstock is so dark. I wanted something that was a little bit lighter with their background. And for this, you need 2 pieces. The first piece is 2 3/8 across and 5 1/2 long. And then the second piece is, it goes this way, 3 3/4 by 2 3/8 down. And with those, I haven't actually cut these because I wanted to show you what needs to be done. All right, so on the first piece, which is this longer piece, mark. So you need to mark 2 3/8. 1 2 3. And I know some people get really confused with this. And then we're going to trim that down. Just let me make some room. I have got things everywhere. So we've got that mark here. I'm going to bring my cutting blade down, put my mark in the groove here, and put my corner in the groove up there. And we're going to trim that. So we get 2 pieces. Now when you're cutting this, don't start your cutting from this corner, from this top corner, because what happens is that that corner is the weakest point and you'll actually damage your paper. So start down here because you've got a straighter edge and it's a lot stronger. And I'm going to get an eraser and just take that pencil mark off there. All right, so same again here. This one goes across. So this is our top and these are our sides and this is the bottom. 2 3/8. 2 3/8 from, where's my card? I need to have a look at my card because this has got to go under here. What was I going to do here? I know, yep. So that goes like that. And this piece has got to go here. So that's not right, guys. Left hand side. Okay, left hand side. 2 3/8. 2 3/8. Make a mark, which is a bit tricky because it's in the dark night of navy there. Can I see that? I can see that. Okay, so once again, we're going to take our scoreboard and we've got to go to the opposite top corner. All right, so don't start your cutting from this corner because you'll damage your paper. We start from the bottom. Bring my cutting blade down and we'll trim that like so. And then that will go here. Now, if you wanted to, you could flip that over and also put that on there like that, or you can have it the same. I don't mind either way. It's your creation. Oh, thanks, Sam. That's awesome. Okay, so there's that piece that goes there. Oh, what's the bad? I've just cut that wrong. Oh, shoot, I have to. Oh, dang it. Oh, bugger. Poo. All right. That was right. All right, let me get another piece quickly. Oh boy. So what I got? 2 and where are my pieces of paper? DSP. My second piece is 2 3/8. 2 3/8. By 3 3 3/4. Okay, so that's that. All right, let's try and get this right. So that goes there, and that goes there, because that folds down there, and that's got to be, yep. So that's got to come from the bottom. So where are we? 2 and 3 from the bottom. Mark that there. Didn't I just do that? No, I didn't. Just checking. You know what they say? Measure twice, cut once. Okay. Ah. All right. Okay. So that goes there, and then that falls down, and we put this one in here, and this one in here. Okay, so we're going to glue that. I have got a piece of white, basic white, that I've die cut with the second to largest square from the Stylish Shapes dies. It has a beautiful stitched border, which gives everything a little bit extra elegance. Okay, so let's glue all this on before I lose anything. Boy, oh boy. Okay, where are we? Glue. Now let's make sure I get this right. How's everyone going with the colder weather? It's, yeah, a bit of a rude shock. And us Queenslanders get a bit sooky once the temp goes under 10, so. Oh, hang on. Yep, that's right. Making sure I get this right, because that's what happened in my first card. Okay. Now we have an option of either going, no, I might just do it the same, because I think that side is directional, so it won't be the same, because I'm a bit pedantic like that. Okay, so that just fits in snugly on that section. Okay, so we have that little bit of a border there. Now this bit that goes in here. Hello, Miss Lisa. How are you going? I'm hoping you're feeling a little bit better. I know I've seen you on socials a little bit more last couple of days, so I'm guessing you are feeling a little better. Feel like getting out and about a little bit more. Vicky, hi Vicky. Vicky, I'm wondering whether you were the one that introduced me to this originally. I have a feeling. Maybe not. Okay. All right, so there's our card. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and do the same for the inside like I did. This happened because I glued it all on wrong. I measured and glued it all on wrong, and I thought, wait, I'm not going to waste my paper, so I stuck it on the inside. And you could easily stick that on, you know, cut something out and put that on the inside. But today I'm not going to do that because I need to do other things. All right, so I've got a scrap of basic white that I'm going to use for my die cutting. And to make things a little bit easier for me, I'm going to use the adhesive sheets, because what I want to do is I want to then stick that onto a vellum shadow. All right, so it comes in a pack. This comes in a pack. You get 12 sheets in the pack, and each sheet has sections. I'm just trying to see which side they are. Is it this side? So no, this side? No, this side. Gosh, this is hard to see. So each sheet has these 3 sections that you can, with these marks or half scores that make it easy to peel away and place on your cardstock. So I've got my piece of cardstock here. I'm actually going to trim this just a little bit. And I'm going to pull away the backing. And then pull away the second lot of backing, and I'm just going to go as far as that is, and I'm going to trim that off. Hello, Heidi's here as well. Thank you so much for keeping me company, Heidi. It is great to see you. I hope you're keeping well. Are you enjoying the cooler weather? Because I know you also struggle with the heat now that you're in Queensland. All right, no, that doesn't come off. What I need to do is I'm going to grab my dies and my little mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. I'm going to put the sticky side, well, they're not sticky yet, but it will be, the adhesive sheet side down with the cardstock side up, and we will run that through our machine. And I might just come back because we've got double thickness, and let me just check to make sure that that has cut through. Yes, it has. So that's just cut through. I just checked to make sure that that had cut through, and it has. So that's good. Put that over there. Now, great. Of course, I've lost my pieces of vellum now, haven't I? There they are. There's one. No, there's 2. Okay. Absolutely, Heidi. Yes, I think we can all agree with you there. Just gone from one extreme to the other with nothing in between. Okay. All right, so there's our first word. Oh, is everyone with me? My wheel just... Okay. All right, so the challenge now will be to try and get this off here without oh my word, maybe this wasn't such a great idea. There we go. Okay. All right, so we've got our piece of vellum, and I'm just going to, nope, this way. Haven't quite got that where it needs to be, but that will do. All right. And that's, oh, I don't know whether that's going to work because that's white on white. Oh, no, silly goosey you needed to put that blue. But you know what I might do is I might just get my blends and just colour that in very gently and try not to get it on the vellum, because that should have been in Misty Moonlight rather than white, because before I do that, where's my blend pen? My Misty Moonlight. Light, let's try dark Misty Moonlight. Light, dark. Okay. Let's colour this in before I pull the back off. Right, oh, that's stuck down. No, it hasn't. Good-o. All right, where's my piece of vellum here? Let me get my... It's so tricky to see. Oh my word. There has to be a trick to this. There we go. I haven't really got that. The one I did earlier worked so well. And that hasn't quite done it. There we go. All right, now we're going to try and colour this one in without hitting the vellum underneath. Hold your breath, everyone. There we go. Just this section here. Whew. Done. Okie doke. All right, now we're going to stick these on here with a teeny tiny, yes, I'm going to get my mat. I'm going to add a little bit of glue in a puddle. I have a sponge dedicated for glue, and just smooch it on. Make sure I get this right. So let's go. And then the same thing again for the word for. And we will put, does that look straight? Committed? There we are. Cool. Now, those dies do actually come with a third shadow that you could easily use. I haven't had this long. I only bought it when I knew it was carrying over into the next catalogue, so and this is the first time I've used it. Okay, so last but not least, what I'd like to do is add a little bit of stamping like I did for the first card. And I did that with my, let's make some room here. Ooh, don't need that, don't need that. My dies, thank you. My stamp set, okay. All right, so I only want a little bit of stamping in this bottom corner here. I haven't glued that in because I'm not going to glue it in. I'd rather stamp first. Just in case. And I'm going to use boho blue for my flowers. And I'm going to, actually, no, you know what? I think I might do Misty Moonlight this time. And I had a piece of scrap. This is what I want, a scrap. And I want my, oh, stuck to me. I want my stamp, my piercing mat, because it's photopolymer stamp. And I'm going to, this is my card front, and I've got a scrap piece here so I can stamp off, because I want to use second generation for my flowers, and my ink pad is super juicy. All right, so let's put that there. We're going to stamp off and use that second generation, and I'm going to do a third flower because I like things in odd numbers. There we go. And now I'm going to go in, there's a detailed, I am not having a very good day today. Excuse me while I try and get that ink off me. I've just smudged that. But I'll keep going here. All right, so let me try and get this without. And that will calm down. It looks quite strong there, but it will calm down in a moment. Give it, oh, I can't see because I've got the camera right there. And the large one now. This way. go. And I will get my boho blue and do the centers. It will be very, very similar to the Misty Moonlight, second generation, believe it or not. I just didn't want to, leave them white, and I didn't want to introduce another color because the papers don't have any other color in them, so I wanted to leave it at that. All right, I'm actually not going to glue that in. I will show you though, because I'll do that again. I'll just flip it over and redo it. Oh, yep, redo it on the other side. So I'll glue that in like that. I'm actually not going to put a sentiment on there for now, and that's how it ends up. Okay, so we have that lovely, and I think it would look nice if you wanted to finish it off just a little bit better than this. You can add more DSP to the inside like I have with here. You know, some of this I think I might do that too. All right. Have I got a piece of, I'll just put this on my jeans. Yes, Lisa, it's called Love for You. No, that's not it. Love for You, and it has a stamp set, and it has coordinating dies. You have So Much Love. You have all those words, and then you have also dies that will cut out the flowers and the leaves, like the two larger flowers, and then there's all these leaves. They have dies. No, not one leaf. I think it's this leaf here. So this leaf, and then and this leaf, and then the words. Believe it or not, they have the words that I use there, and then they have a first shadow, which is what I used on my card. It might be, on this one. So it has this first shadow, and then it also has another one. So you've got a triple layer, or a double matte, I guess is what it is. It's a double matte with the words itself, and then like these ones will then die cut the stamp. So you can stamp it out and die cut it, or you can just die cut this really fine word, the words So Much Love. I think So Much Love is one, and then For You, and then you can triple matte it, or you can die stamp and then double matte it. So yeah, and this is the first time I've used it. Oh, Lisa, you know what, can I just say that I thought, oh yes, there's not really much in this new catalogue that I thought I wanted either, but boy oh boy, there's a word set in this one that I completely skimmed over, and I thought, oh wowzers. So there's another word. So that's the So Much Love, and unfortunately they aren't bundled now. I bought them as a bundle. Wanted to Say is another one that's out now. Celebrate and Happy Birthday are probably two that I would use a lot. And it's also got these flowers and stars and hearts. So, yeah. And I completely missed them. And of course, they are now on my wish list. And it just seems to be getting better and bigger as we go. All right. Okay, guys, is there any questions before I hang up? You have those, I may have a spare set, Alan. Oh, really? We need to talk. Lol. Oh, dear. Oh. All right, guys, let me just tidy up here. Okay, I've put some tape on there and I'll stick that down just for the purpose of showing you. Clean up my mess. Oh boy. So there's one that was done today on the Misty Moonlight cardstock, and I will remove that and restamp that without the smudges. And here's the one I did before. It's done on white cardstock, and I've double matted the inside just so that it just brought the focus to the card center and any greeting that you put in there. So could be used for any occasion. Okay, only that, yeah, they don't, well, yeah, they do stand up. There you go. They do stand up. And they do post in an envelope. Okay, they do fit in an envelope. They are a little bit thicker. Now, I've only used the, I haven't used the thick basic white cardstock. I've only used the, this one is a little bit thicker, but my basic white one, I only use the regular cardstock because there's lots of layers on that and I didn't want to make it too thick. So that's that. All right. Oh, that's right. Now I remember, Vicky. Yes. And if you wanted to, I can remember now. So, and if you wanted to, you could make this a square card and not make this measurement so long. So whatever measurement you use across here, I've used, what did I use? 6.5. So you could make this 6.5 and make it a square. So it would be a square card. That'd be cute. Yes. And I think, yes, you post. Yeah. No questions, Heidi. Awesome. All right, Ellen, let me know. We will talk later. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for your company this afternoon. It's been so long. Like I said, I haven't been well, but I could have almost come on last week, but I was still coughing and I didn't want to have a coughing spasm halfway through my video last week. So I thought I'd just give it another week. And I thought, yes, I'll come on today, but it took me, oh my word, my phone doesn't like me adding the details to my video, so I left it blank and I will fill it in later. I put my title in, but there was no details, so I'll go back and I'll add my thumbnail in the same time. So, all right, guys, you have a great week, and all being well, I will see you all again next week with something, not sure what yet. And take care, stay warm, because now we are in winter here in the Southern Hemisphere. If you're joining me later, thank you so much for coming and watching the replay. I much appreciate all my people that come in and have a look. It is very much appreciated. It all helps. So, all right, guys. Mwah. Love you all. Take care, and we will see you again soon. Bye for now.